Alright, how's it everyone? I thought I'd just do this quick walkthrough of MotoGP22. It's the first time I'm doing one of these, so bear with me. Alright, so that's the startup screen. Just click continue button there and wait for the game to do all its stuff. We're having a little bit of connection issues, so let's hope that it connects properly. And it loads in. So immediately, if you're a fan of the MotoGP games and you've not played this one yet, you'll see the menu is very different. Massive changes to the menu from 21. You can see there the bike in the background changes randomly. There's no real reason for any of the bikes to be there. It's just random. I've had the KTMs on there before. I've had the who else? I get the KTMs there. I get this Ducati there a lot. I get the Valentino Rossi Ducati team. To be honest, I don't see a lot of the title contenders on the back there very often. But you can see there, you've got the career there. I've already started my career, so you've got your continue career there. Quick mode. You've got your 9 season 2009, so that's like a special mode in this game. It's basically key moments from the 2009 season, and by completing the story in its order you unlock all the 2009 bikes. It was pretty cool. If you haven't been a MotoGP fan very long, then it's a nice way to learn some of the MotoGP history. And you got your multiplayer. That's where you obviously go when you want to do online. You click on that. This MotoGP Rising Stars, this like esport thing I guess they're all doing now in this game. Training, so you can just like do some practice. I'll show you some modes in there. Customization, all the games made by Milestone have got these customizations. That's where you do your helmets, your race numbers, your logos, all that stuff. Add-ons, all of the games have got that. I think it just connects you to the online store. But then you got your options where you can customize your gaming experience. Right, so if we just go continue career, I can just show you. You can see the layout of this has changed a little. It's for the better. It's got some good good things added. Makes it look nice. So good improvements on that part. You can see I'm racing a whole lot of different teams at the moment. Alright, then you got your quick modes. This is where you do your Grand Prix, so that's if you want to do like a custom race offline, if you want to do a custom championship offline, you want to do time trials, you go in there. Split screen, that's right, I think this is the first game for a while in the series where you can actually play with another person on the same console on split screen. I haven't done split screen racing or even split screen gaming since probably back in like the PS3 days, so it's quite cool to see the option there if anyone wants to do that. Alright, your 2009 season, you can see it's just a list of everything. I've unlocked everything. I've already worked my way through this when I first got the game, so you can see it's quite a cool history. You've got little challenges to do at each event, and then you unlock stuff. So that reward, you get a livery for the 2009 Rossi bike and all those things. So then you've got your training. I'll show you that quickly. You've got tutorials and things that you can work your way through, just teaches you how to ride. I personally didn't do this. I've been playing these games a while. I wouldn't say I'm great, but yeah, I just went straight into the game. MotoGP Academy, you can do little like challenges, I think, for each round there. If I click on it, it's probably gonna load me in now and tell me to do. Kind of reminds me, if you've ever played Gran Turismo, I think they've got like little points where you have to like do challenges for each track and all that. I haven't done that on this game. Yeah, you can see you've got your sectors. So I don't know, let's try a sector out and see what happens quickly. So it's just randomly giving me Maverick Vinales there. Sorry, I'm just coming into this game cold. I haven't practiced anything, so not sure what I'll get here. Also haven't played in a while. And there we go, so you do that, and I said, yeah, I didn't get any time, so too slow there, but like I said, I haven't been practicing, but you could do that for all the sectors on each track. It appears, and then when you do all the sectors, you do a complete lap, and then I guess you get a medal at the end, so that's pretty cool, something extra in the game that they haven't had before. Right, then you got your customization. It's always a fun part of these games. You can see when you open the customization menu, it brings up the rider in the background there. It's pretty cool. So depending on which bike you get in your menu when you load in, like I said, it's random. There's no even if you choose which team in the rider section, that's not the rider that comes up. It's just randomized every time you log on. So you could log on next time and Brad Binder will be on, or God no, any of those guys. So let's take a quick look here. So rider, you've got your sort of, it's like a upgraded version of what it used to be, just a bit of a background change, graphics are a bit better. Got your riders information. I think you can also be a female in this one now. I don't know if you could be in the previous. You can see I've made a couple helmets already in my customization that I've uploaded. I've made a few for people, so that's pretty cool. You've got your numbers. You can see they added a couple of the standard ones. I've created my own as well and some for others. Rider stickers, obviously you can do your gloves and all that. I don't think they added any new gloves there. Knee sliders is just the colors. Boots, they haven't really added anything from the previous game. Still just the 2 race suits. And then riding styles is just I think all the same. They've just changed some of the pictures for the riders. Like that one is I think that's Darren Binder, if I'm not mistaken. Dovizioso, Maverick Vinales, Quartararo, Marquez, and then some old school riding style there. So all that is pretty much the same. Your searching online content is the usual. I think though now you can search for stuff that's been uploaded by Xbox and PC as well, not just PlayStation. So it's all the consoles, because this is a cross-platform game now. You can see there when you're looking, if it says the milestone logo there, that means it could be either Xbox or PC, we don't know. And then you can see on that next one, that's a guy that made it from PlayStation. So that's the same across all those. Click on there, you can see a new project. You've got pretty much all that was there. I think they did add a couple new brands maybe in the helmets, or new models, so that's nice. You've got here your numbers. You can see it's all basically the same stuff. I'll just open it quick so you can see all the basically the same as what we've had in the past. Nothing too crazy. Then you got your teams. Obviously you can make your custom teams. This is only applicable to the bikes in career mode though. You can't race them in anything else, no online, which kind of sucks. It would be nice to make your own livery for an online race, but it is what it is at the moment. And yeah, so that is that. You can do the same for Moto 2. Obviously there's the gas in this Moto 2 class in this game. I think it was only Moto 3 last game before this. And then in the Moto 3 we've got the CF Moto and the QJ Moto, but I believe they're basically KTMs. If you see the shape of those two bikes, it's almost identical. I think it's basically a KTM. Alright, then your rider stickers there, you can see as you swap there, you can see the picture changes in the background. You've got your stickers and everything you can make. I've made a few of those, as you can see. Quite a few. Alright, so that is the customization. Let me take you into a quick mode so that I can show you the tracks. So obviously these are your classes. They've added I think all the classes now. You got MotoGP, Moto 2, Moto 3, Moto E always usually comes a bit later, and they've got that, and the Red Bull rookies as well. They've split the classes here into 3 for the old bikes. You've got the 800cc 4-strokes, which is these bikes. So from 2007 to 2011 basically. We've got 2002 until 2006 bikes. That is the 990cc 4-strokes, and 1992 until 2001, that is the 500cc 2-strokes. But in this game we've also got the 2009 season bikes. Click on there, you unlock these playing that mode I previously showed you earlier, the special mode. And you can see I've unlocked all the bikes. You've got all the 2009 ones there. The only one that people might not have heard of before is this Hayate or Hayat, however you say it. I'm not sure exactly how it's pronounced. That's basically a Kawasaki though. Alright. So that is bikes. If you go to select tracks now, you can see here Qatar, basically the whole 2022 season. So if you look through here, all these tracks I think were in the previous one. I think Mandalika might be new. Everything else pretty much looks the same though. But then if you go to the 2009 season, obviously it's the 2009 tracks. Some of them are the same, maybe slight different layouts. I haven't looked into it that deeply, but obviously there's a couple here that aren't in that one. As you can see, Japan is Motegi, so they got that one the same. Le Mans, same. They've got Laguna Seca, Donington, Brno is there, that's a nice track as well. Indianapolis, Estoril, and yeah, so it's a couple extra tracks which just increases the amount of tracks you could really do in the game. You can race them online as well, so that's quite fun. And yeah, so that's basically the game. I just go to time trial, quick lap or something on one of the tracks, so you can see what the gameplay looks like. Not sure it's gonna work here. My internet's been not so great, but let's quickly take a look here. So we'll go MotoGP because that's the class most people want to race. I myself do like the Aprilia, so I'll take that. Yo, my internet's slow. And then track, let's do, I quite enjoy Toma Astoria. Alright. So we'll just have a quick run through here. So obviously all the menus and things pretty much the same, just a bit updated maybe. Got your settings all the same. I'm not really going to make any changes here. Everything everyone would have seen already if you've played the previous ones. Right, let's just get out on track and do a flying lap. So my rider just walking over to his bike, touching his head. Alright, and he's flying already. So oh, my leaning angle's weird. I think I must have taken the old school one. I'm not doing a full lean, so that's weird. Apologies. It looks very strange. It's not leaning the whole way. Anyway, so that's why it looks like that. It's not that the game is any worse than it used to be. I picked the wrong riding style while I was showing you guys riding styles earlier. So this is what it would look like if an older rider that wasn't used to the new styles would look like on a new bike, I guess. I mean, I am kind of old school, so it does seem rather fitting. Obviously that's my ghost from when I've done this track before. As you can see, I was much quicker on that day. Oh, just an invalid lap. But yeah, I haven't done any practice in a while. It's been maybe a couple of weeks before I played, and I've had my first crash. As you can see, it's still got the feature to run to your bike. I like to keep my settings pretty much realistic as possible. So I quite appreciate a feature like that. That's it. So that's what it looks like to do a lap on this game. The bikes do handle probably a little bit nicer, I think, than the previous game. I think they sort of making slight improvements on that every game. It is a fun game. I've done a couple races online with it. I've done a couple career modes with it. It's a good game all around, and if you're a MotoGP fan, it's definitely the best one they've released so far that I've played. So yeah, I would recommend it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I might do another one of these for the SBK22 game. So see you guys then. Cheers. Goodbye. How's it, everyone? I'm here with SBK22. Just doing another one of these quick game walkthrough things, just to give some guys that haven't bought the games yet an opportunity to see what's in them, make you sort of give you some look into what you might be buying or not be buying. You can make your decisions, I guess, after you've had a look-see. Right, so as you can see, this is the main menu for SBK22. Once it's loaded in, this is what you get. You can see it's basically the MotoGP21 menu, so it's not the latest. MotoGP got a revamp for MotoGP22, which you would have seen at the start of this video, because I did a quick review walkthrough of that one. You can see this is quick modes. You got continue career, but if you were new, you'd get new career there. Multiplayer, tutorials, customization, options, add-ons. So let's take a quick look here. You've got under quick modes, new round, new championship, time trials. That's all the basics that you would normally expect from a milestone game. Let's take a quick look at the bikes. You've obviously got your official riders there. If you're a fan of SBK, you'll know all those guys. But anyway, I like to do things custom, so this is my custom rider. I will show you quickly the bikes. You've got your Yamaha, that was the champion last year, used that bike. You got the Ducati, which is one of the main competitors this season. Obviously the Kawasaki's as well. You got a Honda there, and you got the BMW. So it's nice. In the MotoGP games, obviously you don't get to see BMs or Kawasaki's. If you're a fan of those bikes, it's in this game, which is awesome. You got all the liveries. It's basically just those brands, different teams though. For tracks, you've got Aragon, that's in the MotoGP games, so you would have ridden it there if you've raced on those. Assen, also MotoGP. Estoril is in the new MotoGP game, but under the 2009 calendar. It's not been in games that I played before that game. Misano, I think that's in the MotoGP games. Donington, that is in the latest MotoGP game under the 2009 season. Most is not in the MotoGP games. Probably the first time I've seen it in a racing game that I've played, so that's something cool if you enjoy Most. Magni Cores, I don't think it's in the MotoGP games. I hope I'm not mistaken, but I don't remember seeing it, so that's pretty cool. Barcelona Catalunya, that's in almost every racing game I played. Great track. It's also in the MotoGP game. Algarve in the MotoGP game, nice track as well. Circuito San Juan Vilicum, I've never heard of that one. I don't think I've seen it in a game before this, so it's a track that you can race in this game. Mandalika, I think that one is in the MotoGP game this year, so, but I don't think it was before, so it is new to both the games. Phillip Island is also one of the like classic tracks from MotoGP, so nice track as well. Bit of a short calendar maybe to the MotoGP games. Obviously this year's one having the 2022 calendar and the 2009 calendar. So a little bit of content lacking maybe, but for those of you that see some tracks there that you don't get on other games, that's quite cool. Alright, let's do... where should we go? Let's do Phillip Island. We'll do Phillip Island, and I'll take a Kawasaki, or no, should I go BM? I'll go BM. Let's go BM in Australia. Alright. So I'll just give you a quick lap around. I haven't done any practice, literally just jumped on to do this video for you guys. I haven't practiced, so let's see if I fall off. I apologize. I'm not gonna do any setups for my bike, just gonna do a flying start. You can see I got custom number and custom helmet. I worked on all that already. Not my best work, but I did it pretty quick. Right, so starting up now on the flying lap. So the physics are pretty good. They feel quite realistic from what I can feel. I'd say if you've played Ride 4 before, much more realistic than that. They feel a little bit different to what MotoGP does, however. I feel like the bike is a bit more responsive in the turns, like the leaning is quicker, but it also at the same time is difficult sometimes to control the back end. So sometimes the back will slide out in a corner, but that's just what I've been experiencing with it. It's not always easy in the turn. So like I said, no practice really. I'm just trying to do a simple lap for you guys. I just messed up there and my first fall off. Apologies for that. But yeah, the game feels pretty nice, and if you like BMs and Kawasaki's, this is where you'll get a bit of a more realistic experience of them, I guess. Ride is great for content, but obviously just lacking in the physics a little. Whereas this game is the other way around, lacking in the content, but physics is a bit better. Corner here. Don't know if you guys like helmet cam. Let's take a quick look at that. Quite difficult in the bike games. I always race helmet cam in the car games, but haven't quite got used to it on the bikes. That's a quick look at what it looks like to race. I hope that gave you a quick feeling for maybe a bit of physics. Obviously you can't feel it on the controller yourself, but just looking at it, maybe it gives you an idea. Right, so those were the basics. Let's check tutorials. It just teaches you, but I haven't gone through any of those. Customization, you've obviously got the options you get in MotoGP games as well. If you look here, you got your rider, that's where you do your details. Helmets, they got maybe a few more than MotoGP, but it's basically the same stuff. You can also do your own custom livery on your helmet. You can do your custom numbers. I think the downloadable content though for downloading a helmet or downloading a number is obviously, it's not a cross-platform game from what I've seen, so you're limited to only stuff between the PlayStations if you've got PlayStation. Obviously if you're on Xbox or PC, it's only for your consoles. Right, the gloves, you can see there's basically all the same. They haven't really added anything that's different from MotoGP. Knee sliders, just colors. Your suit, still just the two options. You can do your riding style here. You can see it's all basically the same as MotoGP as well. Alright. That's where you go to do your liveries for your helmets, your bike number, your team. Teams, this is just for the career mode. It's just some custom teams. You can't use it in any other mode that I've seen. Right, your career is basically almost the same as MotoGP. The way that it's laid out, you've got your calendar, your ranking. That's where you do your modifications to upgrade your bike throughout the season. You can search for your contracts there. Customization on that screen. So it's pretty much what you'd be used to if you've played the MotoGP franchise. Obviously they're both milestone games. The thing on multiplayer, when I signed in earlier, I had a quick look in multiplayer, there was no lobbies running, so I just want to check if there's a lobby now. Yeah, so nothing at the moment, so that's pretty sad. I would like to do an online lobby. I like to do some of the trophies and stuff on these games, which you need to go online, but there's no one to race with online at the moment, so that's probably also down to it being not cross-platform. I know though that the MotoGP games, when they weren't cross-platform, always had like a lobby or two running, but there seems to be nothing here at the moment, so might just be down to not a lot of guys buying it yet. Yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate. Maybe it'll pick up in the future. I'm not sure if they're gonna add any more content. It's only the 1000cc class, like the main SBK class. I don't know if they're gonna look to add 600s or something, but at the moment, like I said, the game is okay. I'm a little annoyed, if I'm honest, about like the menu and stuff. I feel like that's all a bit of a step backwards in their games, but handling of the bikes is nice. You get the Kawasaki, the BM, that's great. And yeah, bit of a pity about the online lobbies, but it is what it is at the moment, and obviously that'd get better if more people buy it. Yeah guys, hope this video just helps you to see what it's about, and maybe you'll buy it, maybe you won't, but hope the video helped. Cheers everyone.